Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jess. If you are not, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today. I am so very excited, which I know I say in every video, but I have the new Kathleen Lights and Colourpop So Jaded palette. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk plenty about Kathleen Lights. If you don't know who she is a YouTuber out of Miami, Florida. She has done so many collabs with Colourpop. I think this is maybe her 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th one. She has like lipstick lines and everything else. But either way, for their collab this time, they decided to do a Colourpop Mega Palette, which has never been done before, and that is so very exciting. This Mega Palette retails for $39 and it has 30 shades, so it is an amazing deal. And it's just so cute and colorful. So this is what the unicarton looks like. And the packaging is like their typical kind of like hard cardboard, so it's not like their plastic ones that some of their 9 pans come in. Well, I think all of their 9 pans. But it's got a very strong magnet, and look how beautiful this palette is. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that the layout seems a little bit all over the place and that there's really no like color story, but in my opinion, I am actually okay with that. I really like the layout of it. You have a lot of your neutrals and like warm colors, and then you have your pops of color, which is really nice. So this is definitely like an all-in-one palette. It's a good traveling palette because you can do so many different looks with this. So I'm super excited to play with it. So the palette consists of a bunch of different finishes. You have one super shock shadow, which is this top shade right here called Diamond, and then you have 2 pressed glitters, which are these 2 here called Topaz and Opal. Alright guys, so here are some swatches starting from left to right. We have Diamond, Rose Quartz, Ruby, Royal Juice, Fluorite, Moonstone, My Precious, Sunstone, Pearl, Citrine, Garnet, and Ametrine. Peridot, You're a Gem, Topaz, which as you can see is a pressed glitter. Then Tiger Eye, Opal, which is another pressed glitter. Aquamarine, Geodude, Carnelian, Stoned, Jasper, Turquoise, and Onyx. And then for the last row, we have Emerald, Jade, Alexandrite, Smoky Quartz, Amethyst, and Sapphire. So those were all like one swipe finger swatches, and some of them are so beautiful. I was so amazed with Turquoise and Sapphire. They are just so pigmented and so beautiful. I don't really know what eye look I want to create. I kind of want to play with color, but then I also just want to be a basic neutral gal. So we'll see what kind of eye look I can come up with. I'm super excited, guys. So I've already got my base done, like foundation, blush, bronzer, highlight, everything like that. Just haven't done the eyes or lips. So if you want to see what kind of look I create, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off by taking Rose Quartz and just using that as my transition shade. Now I will say the one thing about this palette that I don't like is that it doesn't have a mirror, but I can kind of see why, because it is kind of a larger palette, that it would be just slightly heavier with the mirror, and also the price would have gone up to add the mirror, so I'm okay with it not having a mirror. It would just help if it did. Just personal preference. As you can see, there is a little bit of kick up in the pan, not too much, but I don't really mind the kick up because I always tap my brush off anyway before I go in. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. I'm just really building up this color, as you can see, to kind of get it to the opacity that I want. In the pan, it definitely doesn't really come off very pink, but on my lids you can tell that it's definitely a rosy color, hence the name rose quartz, but it just doesn't look as how I thought it would from the pan. I think I want to play with some greens, so I'm going to go in with Jaded, which is this shade right here. I'm just going to put this a little bit lower in the crease. It's definitely coming off a little bit darker than I was expecting it to. I'm not mad at it, just a little darker than I was hoping it would be. I'm going to go back in with that rose quartz shade and kind of blend those two together. Just a little bit more. Next, I'm going to take Jade and throw that in the outer corner. It's definitely a little bit darker and it's a little bit patchy. I'm going to see if I can pack that on there. This definitely isn't as green as I was hoping it would be. I'm going to go back in with Jaded and kind of clean it up just a little bit in the crease. Really make sure everything is blended and buffed out. I think I'm going to keep the smokiness going by going into Tigre, which is kind of a dark, shimmery, brownish green, and put that onto the lid. I'm just using my finger. I just feel like shimmers and metallics just apply best using your finger. I'm actually really liking the way this is looking. I've never really done like a dark smoky eye, let alone anything with green or blue or anything like that, so really loving it. It's definitely something different, at least for me. I think I'm going to go into Jade one more time in the outer corner. What do you guys think so far? I actually really like it, if I do say so myself. Now I know this look probably isn't for everyone, but I like it. Now moving on to the lower lash line. What to do. I'm going to take rose quartz and then Jaded together and put that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take So Jaded and kind of stamp that closer to the lower lash line. And then for the inner corner and brow bone, I'm going to take the color Moonstone and just put that there. Really brighten up the inside of it. I'm going to also take that kind of on the lower lash line as well, just in the front there. Alright, so to finish off the look, I'm going to use a brown eyeliner, the brown eyeliner from Colourpop, and then some liner and mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. I love the way this eye look came out. I definitely didn't know which direction I was going, and I did only use 5 shades out of the 30, which I know isn't a lot, but I love this. I would have never done a look like this, like greenish, dark greenish smoky eye before. I've never even done a smoky eye before. So this is awesome. It's very like fall. It's giving me fall vibes. Even though I live in Houston and it's still 100 degrees outside, I know some places it's fall. So I love, love, love this look. And as far as the palette goes, I mean, for $39, you can't really go wrong. And I know that a lot of people are saying, you know, the color story isn't there. They don't really like the layout of it, but it's an all-in-one palette for me, and to be honest, I just love anything Colourpop or Kathleen lights, and the fact that it's both of them together is just awesome. I will say some of them did swatch a little bit, you know, patchy, but that's just a swatch, and to me, I don't base my opinions off of swatches. I like to see how they perform on the eyes, and I love this so far. I cannot wait to play with it more. Maybe I'll do like a 2 or 3 looks, 1 palette, since I don't think I've done that. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that I purchased this. It was a little late. I did buy this on the launch day, which was September 6th. And then I believe it took maybe 6 or 7 days for it to come in. So it did take a little while, but that's fine. So my video is a little late, but I'm okay with that because usually my videos are late. But anyway, if you like this eye look, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to do so and join my family here on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time. Bye guys.